What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So in this video today, I'm going to talk about the top 10 college basketball teams from major conferences who have the longest AP Top 25 droughts in college basketball. Now, these teams have to be from the Power 6 college basketball conferences, the ACC, the Big 10, the Big 12, the Big East, the SEC, and the Pac-12 to make this list. And now, getting off and running with the list, at number 10 here is the Georgia Bulldogs, where their last AP Top 25 appearance was back in 2011. Georgia made it as high as number 24 in the AP Top 25 in 2011 for college basketball, and they were also a number 10 seed in the 2011 NCAA tournament. Georgia was also a 10 seed during the 2015 tournament, but they were unranked throughout that entire season. The last NCAA tournament win for the Georgia Bulldogs was back in 1996 when they made it to the Sweet 16. That's if you take away their vacated tournament win back in 2002. Number 9 in this list is the Wake Forest Deacons. Their last AP Top 25 appearance was back in 2010 for the week of February 15th of 2010. Wake Forest made it as high as number 23 in the AP Top 25 poll, and they were also make it to the 2010 NCAA tournament as a number 9 seed and would win in overtime by 1 against the Texas Longhorns, but later lost to the Kentucky Wildcats in the round of 32 by 30 points. Just 1 year prior to 2010 and 2009, Wake Forest was at the top of the world. They were ranked at number 1 in the AP Top 25 poll for 1 week during late January. The last NCAA tournament appearance for Wake Forest was back in 2017. That's when they lost to Kansas State in the first 4 as a number 11 seed. Number 8 on this list is the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Their last AP Top 25 appearance was back in 2010. That was for the week of February 8th, 2010, as Georgia Tech made it into the top 25 poll at number 19 for that week, as they also made it to the 2010 NCAA tournament as a number 10 seed. They also won their first round matchup against Oklahoma State, but later lost in the round of 32 against Ohio State. Number 7 on this list is the Boston College Eagles. Their last AP Top 25 appearance was back in 2009. Boston College reached number 17 in the AP Top 25 poll for the first week of January 2009. At that point of their last ranking, Boston College had a record of 13-2 overall, and they won their last 10 games in a row, including a win against the number 1 team in the nation, the North Carolina Tar Heels, which also propelled Boston College into the top 25 poll. North Carolina also became the 2009 national champions. So as far as BC in the NCAA tournament in 2009, well, BC lost their first round matchup as a number 7 seed against USC, and the Boston College Eagles have never been to the NCAA tournament ever since. Number 6 on this list is the Stanford Cardinal. Their last AP Top 25 appearance was back in 2008, where Stanford reached as high as number 7 in the AP Top 25 poll in 2008. They were ranked at number 10 in the final poll, and during that 2008 season, Stanford's 2 highest scorers and rebounders were the Lopez brothers, Brooke and Robin Lopez. Both of these players still play in the NBA today, and Brooke Lopez went on to be an NBA All-Star back in 2013. Also, for this upcoming 2019-2020 season in the NBA, Brooke and Robin Lopez will go back to their Stanford roots and team up together once again, this time as members of the Milwaukee Bucks. So Brooke and Robin Lopez finally will be teammates playing together for Milwaukee for this upcoming NBA season. And during the 2008 NCAA tournament, Stanford was a number 3 seed, and they made it to the Sweet 16 where they lost to the Texas Longhorns. Stanford did make it back to the tournament in 2014 as a 10 seed. They also made it to the Sweet 16 in 2014, but they lost to the number 11 seed in 2014, the Dayton Flyers. Number 5 in this list is another team from the Pac-12 conference, the Washington State Cougars, as their last AP Top 25 appearance was back in 2008, as Washington State reached as high as number 4 in the 2008 AP Top 25 poll. They finished out that poll at number 21 in the final AP Top 25 poll for 2008. So similar to the case of Stanford, Washington State also lost in the Sweet 16 in the 2008 NCAA tournament. That time it was against number 1 seeded North Carolina, and this would be the last tournament appearance to date for Washington State. Number 4 on this list is the DePaul Blue Demons. Their last AP Top 25 appearance was back in 2000. As DePaul cracked the top 25 the last time in late November of 2000 when they were ranked as high as number 21 on the poll. So DePaul had a bunch of hype going into the 2000-2001 season, but they could not pull it together at all as they got bounced early from the top 25 poll. They only lasted 2 weeks in the poll in 2000 when they were ranked at number 21 early on in the preseason poll for 2000. DePaul finished with a disappointing record in the 2000-2001 season, 12-18 overall, as that season they were expected to have high hopes heading in. DePaul's last NCAA tournament appearance was back in 2004 as a number 70. That's when they lost in the second round to UConn. And DePaul has now been in the Big East for 14 straight seasons, and they've never made the tournament in the 14 straight seasons that they've played in the Big East. They've only posted 2 winning record seasons with their overall record. Those seasons being in 2007 when they finished with 20 wins and 14 losses, and this past season in 2019 where they finished with a record of 19-17. Number 3 in this list is the Penn State Nittany Lions, as their last AP Top 25 appearance was back in 1996 when they went as high as number 9 and finished in the 1996 poll at number 18. Penn State was a number 5 seed in the 1996 NCAA tournament but lost in the first round to Arkansas. Now, believe it or not, crazy fact here is that the AP Top 25 ranking for Penn State back in 1996 was their first ranking since their last one before that, which was all the way back in 1954. That is an incredible gap of 42 years being unranked for Penn State in college basketball, as Penn State did make 2 NCAA tournament appearances after their ranked 1996 season. The first appearance was back in 2001 in the NCAA tournament, and their last appearance was back in 2011, but both of those seasons, they went unranked throughout. Number 2 on this list is the Oregon State Beavers, as their last AP Top 25 appearance was back in 1990. So Oregon State did make it to the NCAA tournament in 2016 as a number 7 seed, but they haven't been to the top 25 since 1990. That season was when the 9-time NBA All-Star Gary Payton played for Oregon State during his senior year in 1990. Gary Payton put up this stat line for Oregon State during his senior year. He averaged 25.7 points per game and 8.1 assists per game during his senior season. During the 1989-1990 season for Oregon State, the Beavers ranked as high as number 16 in the AP Top 25 poll, and they were ranked in their final ranking at number 22. And that leaves one more team here on the list, as the team with the longest AP Top 25 drought on this list is the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, as their last AP Top 25 appearance was back in 1979. The last time that Rutgers has appeared in the college basketball Top 25 poll was 40 years ago, when they peaked as high as number 15 in the Top 25 poll during early December of 1978. They were later booted from the Top 25 poll, only to return back to the final rankings when they were ranked at number 18 for the final poll of 1979. So from February 12th to March 10th of 1979, Rutgers went on a massive 9-game winning streak to propel them to the NCAA tournament as a number 6 seed. That would be their highest NCAA tournament seed that they've received to date. They would lose in the Sweet 16 to St. John's. Rutgers would then make it to the NCAA tournament in 1983, 1989, and 1991, which was their last appearance. They lost in the first round twice in 1989 and 1991, and lost in the second round in 1983. So that's a wrap of my video here, guys, about the top 10 college basketball major conference teams who currently have been unranked for the longest time in college basketball with their top 25 rankings droughts. We'll see this upcoming season if any of these teams can find a way to get off this list by sneaking their way into the top 25 for this upcoming college basketball season. Also, I've released a new channel on YouTube doing football play-by-play. It's called Final Yard Football on YouTube. I'll put the link down in the description down below in this video. My first live stream will be this upcoming Thursday, August 8th. There will be preseason football with the New England Patriots take on the Detroit Lions. I'll be doing play-by-play of the NFL on that channel for you guys. And also, this is my play-by-play basketball channel throughout the off-season, doing basketball videos in here as well. So make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel Behind Your Arc Basketball on YouTube. On this channel, also, make sure to subscribe to Final Yard Football on YouTube. That's my football play-by-play channel. Stay tuned for more basketball videos like these throughout the off-season. Thanks so much for watching, guys, as this is Behind Your Arc Basketball on YouTube.